Hello, and welcome to Hearts of Iron 4. This would be episode 3-ish. About around that, of Hearts of Iron 4 using the Rise of Nations mod. I did not realize how small these states were over here. Alright. Anyway. So, last time, oh yes, okay, so that's mostly what we're doing. We're worried about our templates. And we're worried about our situation with equipment. We do have special forces as a type of idea here. Width. 21 width is not bad because, if I'm not mistaken, yeah. Oh, what is this? Why is it flat 80? They're not supposed to be flat 80s anymore and stuff like that. But it looks like they're all flat 80s. 96. I see. Okay. Alright then. Well. Still 21's not bad. Not amazing, but not bad. So we do have one of these. Now only has combat width of 8, because it's a very small division. That is so that I can train up some more easily. They need guns and field guns. That is what they're waiting on right now. I can actually plop this division down if I wanted to, but I'm not going to for some time being. Let's see, what can we get here? Do I want to wait? Uh-oh. Oh no. Okay. That's my fault. Give me a moment while I fix a few mistakes. Should be better now. Do I want to focus on naval doctrines? Probably not as much as just getting up the actual core for some time being. And this mod does move very slowly when you first warm it up. Naval leader costs, maneuvering, attack, defense. I do like this one, best of the best. So I'm gonna go ahead, swing that one in. We already have one for the Army. I do want one for the Navy while I'm here. Naval AA attack. Screens. Probably gonna want to focus more on the screens. We did just hire a new designer, so Pacific Fleet designer. They are pretty good for what we need right now. Alright, let's see. Do we actually have any airplanes? We do have a few Zeppelins. These are basically strategic bombers. They have a fair amount of range as well. So, Yeah, I think we're like the first people with an actual Air Force. But we're not the only ones researching Air Force, so we do need to keep that in mind quite a bit. We want to make sure we stay very far ahead in aircraft for a very long time. Basic welding. We do get airships. I'm pretty sure Airship 2. Okay, that's World War II level. They can do nuclear bombs apparently, because they are strategic bombers. They're not supposed to be able to. I probably deduce that much, but transport plane is what they basically evolve into. Just looking through the because I never looked beyond. What the heck is this? Of course, it only has that. Yeah, so it doesn't actually have what's called ground attack, so it can't actually help on air defense. That's pretty cool. It can't actually help beyond that. But we do get early fighters. Air engine, scout planes, okay. We do unlock the Type 91, which is going to be a very important technology for us. We're going to pretty much ignore naval bombers for some time being. We might or might not get tactical bombers. What in the world? Only 2 ground attack? And this one is 6. So we're probably going to go to this one because there's a bomber version of CAS, which is the early CAS. And then we have the fighter version of CAS, basically the multi-role fighter versus the designated CAS. Yeah, that's really far at a time. Scout and cargo helicopters would be very useful. I imagine, yeah, these aren't too useful, the attack helicopters. Not useful at all. Oh, that's pretty cool. Not too sure what they do, though. They had 83 piercing. That's not terrible. It's not amazing, but it's not terrible. I'm guessing with these, you don't actually get what's called the helicopter logistics support. That's really cool. Helicopter recon support. That's pretty cool. So unfortunately, you don't get airborne divisions with this, but instead you get support roles with it. And suppression reconnaissance of 6. That's pretty cool. That's really good, actually. Jet strap bombers. You got interceptors that evolve into basically, again, American airplanes, which really just makes sense if you ask me. It just makes sense. Oh, we do have the niche jet bombers here, or jet fighters. UAV. Yeah. So they shouldn't have a lot of air attack at all. They shouldn't have like any air attack at first. What is this nonsense? Especially this bad boy. I don't get that. Yeah, I don't understand why they have air attack, but okay. Let me see. Is CAS really worth it? Cass is worth it. No, it is not. Alright, Cass is not technically worth it, so we might go Tac Bomber. It might hurt, though. We'll research early Cass, and then Tac Bomber. And that should help. We do have a bunch of these. Alright. Let's press play. I don't know what that button does, but it's okay. Excuse me? What did I do? What did I do? I don't know what that did, but we'll see. Is that what I think it is? Really? Seriously? The Arts of Compromise. I do want to sort out the politics a little bit. I don't know what that does. I don't know why. Pretty sure, you know. Yeah. Go prepare. Give me those. Where is all the new ones? Is there only that two? We do have all of these being able to go slightly further. It's still way ahead of time. Most of it's all way ahead of time. That's fine. 1905. Utility vehicles. Interesting. So these are indeed armored cars. They're not bad. They're not great. Not amazing, but they're not bad. So, in this, armored cars are not meant for suppression, or your super military unit they're not meant for. What do you need here? Early tank engine and early tank gun. That makes sense. These are about to be unlocked. I think I would indeed like them to be researched first. What are we already researching, though? Mostly air. And then tarmac. Alright, I think I get what's going on here. Anything that we can research here? No, no, not really. Alright. Yeah. Okay. What is trench warfare like? Ooh, that's really, really far ahead of time for some weird reason. We can't actually research this, it just will take a rather long time. Not as long as the other ones, but I think we would like to wait until it's only about a year ahead of time. So while we're waiting for all of that, I think I will indeed get dense artillery shells. This sounds like something good to have early in time. I think I will want to hurry up and finish this, and then grab that, and then make sure we have this. Yeah. We are typically only trading for rubber, that is perfectly fine, and oil. Again, perfectly fine. As we are about to actually fill up completely on that, we don't really have any planes to worry about. So I will keep these like this. I don't think we're ever actually going to have to use these things. We're going to get to use these things with how few we are producing. The single destroyer right here. Can they be upgraded? They can all be upgraded. Perhaps we should. No. I see. I think I will build a new design of these. They only have a battery. Increasing that all up. There we go. You have to hold shift for it to actually select all the boats. Now, this does indeed mean most of these are going to be... I do want to finish this thing rather quickly. There we go. Fuselage. Uh-oh. Alright, so we are waiting on that. And then we can actually get the right flyer. I think I will go ahead and I will get canvas improvements. So beforehand, these things could barely get a single flippin' thing. A single sea tile. I think if... Yeah, that's too far away for them. It's literally too far away for them. That's rather unfortunate, really. I'm gonna have to go there. I do want another 5 up here. I think the army will mostly focus on the templates that we currently got. I do want that up to a 10 width. I think I want a cavalry rear guard. This gives mostly the infantry more soft attack. This gives infantry defense and soft attack. Well, this gives cavalry defense, and then cavalry soft attack and infantry soft attack. We will see eventually which one is better. There is not much more of choice. Air accidents. Air doctrine. Oh, that's really good. I might get that just because. Or industry liaisons. Industry liaisons is pretty... No. I'm not even sure if that's useful. This, however, is useful. Air accidents chance and doctrines? That's pretty good. They can't be trained, unfortunately, so there's no real point in trying to train them. We will be able to disrupt their supply lines. So wherever they come out from will not be too much of a worry. I might want a naval base up Tippy Point top there. Oh, we already have a naval base over here. Interesting. Doing it like this ensures that you actually build more boats. We are working on 30 boats all at once. It should help. Probably not going to help a lot, but it should help. What is this? Oh, yes. No, in the Germany playthrough that I am playing, I had a lot of factories, so I already had a bunch of boats that I needed to get rid of, so to upgrade them was kind of a silly thought. But in this, every boat is expensive. Every boat is worth something. So I should put in a lot of efforts to make sure they're all upgraded. Production efficiency, construction speed, nice, nice. Oh. Let me see. We do have enough for this. Officer groups. Oh yeah, that's right. I totally forgot this is a tab. That's pretty cool. Admirals. I finally have the right flyer. I want both of each. As you just saw, we did just finish our last and final civilian factory. I'm not too sure what this does anymore. We can go ahead and speed it up. It's not much that we're doing right now. Is there anything we need to change? Oh yeah, that's right, investors. Investors. We have a large amount of spending all around the board. Oh yeah, that's right. I think we do want fighters to be better. Protection should be our main goal here. Are they at war? The Matsura? No. I'm not at war with them yet. Yeah, they did indeed. That's interesting. Wait. Let me... Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. Finally. You know, with that going on, and with us already almost, I don't think we need any more fuel. I don't think we need any more fuel. And I hope we can do this peacefully. Although I'm not too sure how that's going to work. Tarmac. Resource gain efficiency? Or production efficiency cap? I think resource gain efficiency. If we have enough resources, we can eventually start selling them, and as soon as we start being able to sell them, I think we'll be in good business there. We do have enough for army doctrine. I'm not too sure which one I want. I kind of want to do cavalry, but we don't have a lot of cavalry, so that wouldn't be very useful. Both of them kind of do the same thing, so I might just do infantry, simply because at this time we have infantry. Although we are experimenting with cavalry, it's not something that's going to be profitable. And that's not even a min-max. It's like, ah yes, we're experimenting with cavalry, but we don't have a lot of cavalry. In fact, we don't even really have a lot of guns for the soldiers that we already have. So we want these soldiers to actually be influential enough. Because they already have 51 defense, 0.5 on top of that. And then you have just cavalry, which don't even have a lot of defense, because they don't even have that much divisions, actually. They only have four regiments, my bad. I wonder if there's anything such as light cavalry. That would be very, very useful. I just got a notification for Spookston's newest video. It's pretty. It's fun stuff. What is going on? Light artillery equipment, yes. Somaliland campaign. I want to help people out, but for some reason this number is not going up, and that's really making me annoyed. The Dervish state is getting trampled. My goodness. Do they even have soldiers? They do, but not a lot. Not enough to stop them. I'm pretty sure they're moving up and around them, actually. It's supposed to be British Somaliland, but for some weird reason, the Brits did not try to attack them. It is their capital that they are defending, so hypothetically speaking, they should be able to defend it fairly well, because it is a capital, hills, and it is defensive battle, so nice. Oof. I don't know about that. Pretty sure that's called an encirclement. That's unfortunate. We are now losing fuel, but not a lot of it. Okay. Not too sure. Because most of these were off refitting. And then we gotta refit all of these. I'm not too sure where all those boats came from, to be fairly honest. But yeah. Import vital materials. Yes, yes indeed, we should import very vital materials. We're not going to have use of most of our flippin' Lagos. Treaty of Lagos. Which one is that? Oh, that was the other ones in, like, Nigeria, I think. All over around here. And you do have this. And the Dervish state is holding on, because, like I said, that is a defensive battle in the hills. It's a very early game, and whenever you take the game back, take away all of the upgrades and stuff, man, I do want more weekly stability. So that was the other canvas one. Now Zeppelins don't have much. I might want that, but we might just upgrade these machinery upgrades, which are rather important actually, until we can get to the computing upgrades. Jimbios? Why are you like this? Excuse me, sir. Please train. Oh. Oh my goodness. We have plenty of guns now. I don't know where all these guns just came in from, but we now have a lot. So I want to see something real quick while we do have guns. We can get rid of all that. Oh, what is this? Retention. Interesting. Do we now have... No, we don't have enough. We actually have more than enough for what we got now. 20 a day. I might just keep it at this. and then boost that up. Because we should be building very soon, but not super soon. We do have a project, yes. Once this project finishes, we'll get an extra civilian factory. Once we get that civilian factory, I think I will make our intelligence agency. Because it is only 5 civilian factories. It's not a lot. It's not very little, but it's not a lot. We now have a second horsey division. I think I will go ahead and I will make them each 10 wits. I may or may not regret this. Because you're 10 width. That's really useful. Not too sure what this does. I don't actually want them having any of the earliest rifles. I want them having the most advanced rifles. But I'm pretty sure that's already a thing right now for them. Yeah, it is. Same with these guys. The horsemen are very advanced men. Versus all these infantry who have mixed. They're both very similar rifles, but they're mixed. Mercury arc valve. Oh yeah, that. And then this is coming from the Air Force. Let's just see what's here. I don't think we have anything yet. No. But we can probably produce a few right flyers, so I am going to go ahead and pump a few of those out. In the meantime, I might want to research industry, and then the first one to get done with industry can go ahead and jump into the new computing that's going to be unlocked, which will be rather important. We are prepping for this war that's going to be coming in probably around next year. And for prepping for that war, we need boats. Let me see. Are all of these done? These are all finished. It's another reason to really upgrade the ships rather than building new ones, because we can upgrade like 100 ships before we flip and build 5 new ones. So, with that said, let me get started on more of them. There we go. I just realized it deselects the one that okay. I didn't realize what was going on beforehand, but now I just did. 10 for, that's 11 for 6. I think I'll throw them in here. You don't want big fleets. You want effective fleets that are like small. I can't take this. Why? Interesting. So we need... Interesting. That's definitely what I want right there. Free civilian factories. So we did just get fuel. Amazing. Wonderful. I actually love it. We have fuel now. So let's see, what else do we got here? So we might want to upgrade all of these cruisers to just monster cruisers. We do have secondary batteries. Alright, so we definitely want to just start upgrading our heavy ships. Starting with this fleet right here. They're all of the Fuji class. We can give them torpedoes. because their secondaries are not that good, actually. We still don't have any anti-air. No radar, no sonar. Pretty historically accurate. I do want an extra heavy battery. I want a single torpedo. So yeah, Fuji Class A. So now all of these can be upgraded, and it will take 130 days to upgrade. Each of these will take 130 days. Now we don't have the industry for it right now. It should be fine. So we did just upgrade all of our screen ships, which are the most important thing to upgrade. We don't need convoys, so I can go ahead and I can knock down how many convoys we're producing. Oh, that's a fairly big difference. Yeah, we'll keep it on 2. We'll just crush it like that. We do still kind of need to produce destroyers, so that's pretty important. Each one is a huge difference after 3, so we'll keep it at 3. And we'll just keep it to this. So, let's see here. Yeah. Earlier production gets started on these things, the better. I did automatically. Yep, I did get this. Stability is going up. Alright. What's going on here? Unfulfilled imports request. Excuse me, Brazil. Come on now. Come on now. Don't be silly. You know what? Forget you, Brazil. I helped you once before, but I will no longer help you. Let's see. We finally have 9. 9. Kind of. That'll be very useful. 2. They are missing artillery. We are producing more and more artillery, right? Yeah, that's right. We do not have. Why don't we have it yet? Is it not up? Is it not researched yet? It is researched. I'm guessing we're just not allowed to. Yeah, okay. We gotta wait till 1906. My goodness. 1906. Bro, that's crazy. Oh, here we go. I might go ahead and ignore that for one of these, depending on what it is. Refit speed and repair speed. That sounds pretty nice for now. Flexible contracts sound pretty nice. Destroyers are the future. This does make sense for us, but the question is, does it make sense right now? Ships, I think right now would be a refitting speed would help a lot right now, because that would make every boat into only 4 days. And then what's 100 minus 25%? That's 75. 30 minus 25%. 7.5 times 3, which is 21, 22.5. Which means it would be like 100 days. And it'd knock a whole month off of it and actually make it very viable. Versus doing this, which isn't useful right now because we don't have... Is it? Is it though? Is it not useful right now? Yeah, because it's still like 2 years ahead of time. In 2 years, we should get enough experience to change it. I think this would be a very major, important thing right now. And that we would know that. The higher-ups would know that that would be more important than these brand new ships that are still barely in concept and on paper. Also, we would want to... Oh, that's nice. So we just don't have enough guns. Yeah, so this is in it versus this, which has no organization, very little HP, bunch of HP, some organization. Yeah. I will go ahead and I will get rid of this template. It's just not good. Yeah. We're going to change them into copy of infantry brigade. Because of that, they should now all be training. They will all be fairly useful as well. They mainly just need guns. Alright, let's see. Brand new guns can get wheels, which will make them faster and more reliable. Oh my goodness, that is really useful actually. Insanely useful. We still only have the armored car prototypes. Perfectly fine for now. Unfortunately, these are more expensive, are they not? They are. But as a trade-off for them being more expensive, we could, perhaps... Oh, definitely take that one off. You should be fine with one of those not being there. With that happening, we make 3 a week and up to probably something like an electrification of our cities. I do not want to adopt the gold standard. William Jennings Bryan. Oh, yes. Railroad. More than what we already have. Please. There we go. I will go ahead and I will take the main fleet. Now it's only 107 days. Amazing. Which means after all of these, we will be updating all of these. Matter of fact, I do kind of want to get started on them rather soon. So yeah, only takes 5. Because the new submarines are basically useless, we won't even worry about them. trading look like? Is anybody buying our oil? No. Hold on. Oh. All right. This would hurt our industry. No, this one hurts our industry even more. Why? This one gives us more consumer good factories. Interesting. Yeah, so if I knew that we could actually just gain oil, which I could have done by reading through the focus tree, I probably would not have ordered as much oil as I did from Venezuela. But it is better to have oil than not to have oil, so I'm fairly okay with it for now. We can get rid of that. I don't think we actually need dockyards until we get a few more of these up online. We have no consumer good factories right now. Is that just going to be a thing for now? Goodness gracious. %? Our industry just got shot, and I think I'm the one that did it. Oops. That's not good. That's fine. We're not going to research this, because it's not going to be useful for the time being. I will get it eventually. Soonish, but not now. There we go. After this, we will get brand new guns. The British really are having a hard time right now, aren't they? Tank designer, maybe? I do actually think we should get refining concern. Buy new innovations. School for engineers. Yeah, I messed up a lot for industries. 23 and 50% is a lot. It did only say for 180 days, that 15% one, and that will actually release, not only giving us a new military or a new civilian factory, but also just release us from having to use. Oh, that should be nice. This should be good indeed. That's all good, that's all good. I might try to get super futuristic. Hold on one second. What in the world? Did anybody else see that? A year ahead of time, but it only takes a year to research? Or no, it's a year ahead of time, but it only takes 100 days to research. That's a steal. That's 300 days ahead of time. But by the time you research it, it's already ahead of time. It's a third of a year to research. It's already ahead of time. That's crazy. I'm a sucker for that type of thing. We are now pumping out these cavalry divisions, as we now are able to actually get the guns out that they need for them. And I never edited them, did I? Let me edit them real quick. This will put back our production and stuff for a while. But that might be fine. Organization will go down if I put in motorized artillery instead. Hold on a minute. There we go. If I just put in artillery rather than motorized artillery, our speed will go down, unfortunately. Organization will still go down. Our stats will be higher though. I think I do want this instead. We have a bunch. 0 in storage. This will again set us back for artillery pieces, but that is completely fine for the time being for me. So, artillery pieces will be rare now. Extremely. That got completed rather quickly. I will want heavy artillery cannons. Man, what is this? Support? No. A motorized equipment designer? I think we want weapons. Yes, our first aircraft. We actually have more than 10 now. Alright, so we have 2 done. We'll have 2 actually upgraded before the war even starts. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice, actually. Having 2, maybe like 5 done before the war even starts. Which is going to be amazing for me. So we already have 10. Each one that we complete is going to be pretty good. Most of them are this updated class, which just have more reliability. Which is pretty nice. We actually might be able to upgrade this reliability all the way. And then we don't have enough of it. Oh yeah, that's right, this is the old air system. Ew. We need so much XP. Good thing I got that one mod on that gives us like infinite XP. Pretty sure though. Pretty sure it's good. Nice. One more civilian factory, and we actually unlocked a bunch of them. Printing press, or do we want the information study? I think we'll get the printing press because having good encryption is more important. And then we'll just slap this in there. So again, armored cars. Gonna be super advanced. I think I'll save up for... See, now that we have more cavalry, I'm regretting my decision. And now I'm wishing I would have held off for a few more years. Because now I have enough cavalry, and I'm going to get enough cavalry, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I didn't make the wrong decision. This is early on. These are small bonuses. It shouldn't matter that much. Yeah, it shouldn't matter that much because these things aren't even fully equipped yet. I don't think we'll ever have anything fully equipped when this war begins, unfortunately speaking. We will have guns that are being freshly made going into these new units, but we won't have enough artillery pieces, and I think we'll have to wait till we have all of our artillery pieces to start this war. Because we make just over one every day. And they're going to be waiting for their field guns. I don't think they're going to get their field guns fast enough, though. Because these guys don't even have their field guns. I don't even think these guys have their field guns. No, they don't. You guys should be taking the old car. Jeez Louise. You guys should be taking all the old carbines. You mostly are. I don't think I need another guy in high command right now. Oh, dude, why did I click them? Man. I'm not going to have enough cavalry for it, though. So I'm probably just going to stick with that. Support innovations too. Researching this new rifle before it even really gets to that time. This will be super important. I actually didn't see it. This means we can afford to stave off the war. I think we can stave off the war for a little bit longer. War propaganda. It has to be April. Yeah, we should be able to actually just start building these new submarines in a few. We'll definitely be researching them before anybody else can. And I think I will stave off on that one. And we'll wait a few days. 10 days or so. See if we can research anything else in the meantime. We can. update some of that infantry. And then as it's down to 250 days, I will research the one... Oh, what's this? What's going on here? Armored car 1905. Yep, that's right. Armored car prototype. There we go. So now the armored car should just be better as time goes on. They have more than enough armored cars. They have their field guns. They have good guns in them. This should be one of the best performing units in the entire military. Now as we compare the three. Mind you, one of them is missing their most of these are missing their artillery pieces, so these two are faster. This one has more HP and more organization, so it can actually stay in the fight way longer. They both have relatively good defense. This one's better at defense. This one's way worse at attacking. Way worse at attacking. That might be due to the fact that it doesn't have all of its artillery pieces, which is a serious drawback. You do... Wait a second. You already have... I might just switch it to artillery or to normal cav. Or I'll just take this one. Motorized artillery. It will slow it down, but not by a lot. If we do this, it'll be better in a lot of things, but not really good. It will have more armor. It will actually have armor, and it will increase its piercing, interestingly enough. Oh, shoot. That's not good. It will have only 0.7 armor, and the infantry divisions should have 0.7 piercing. That's not good at all. Yeah, because they have 0.6 piercing right now. That's not good. Oh, did we... Yeah, we did. So to save on a few extra guns, every other one of these things will be turned into the copy. What we do know about the copy is that I'm pretty sure it uses more manpower, but less artillery pieces. And as it uses less artillery pieces, but more manpower, it is easier to maintain, easier to supply. I think we will go ahead and start researching this bad boy. And then this one will hold off until we get the our own submarines. Shoot. Alright, let's see. I do like the concept of a light infantry division, and I might. There we go. That's pretty flippin' cool. Is that gonna unlock a new... Hold on. Let me check this. Unfortunately, we're just using so many consumer good factors. partial mode? Excuse me? We're gonna have to move it to war economy. Reliability and speed. Why would you ever take this one then? Now we just have a free military factor? That's a little random, but greatly appreciated. Maybe having a little bit more of the blimps should help. Armored cars, 1905, should be rolling in. And if I'm not mistaken, while we got these new armored cars, I'm going to grab this. It will be incredibly soon. And the range is going to be actually insane. But let's just look at the armored cars that we got right now. It's pretty soon, in like 11 days. A week and some change. Dang. Alright, never mind then. Oh, okay. So they don't gain more armor. That's going to be a doozy because all of the infantry is going to be able to pierce it relatively good. And that's going to be true all the way up until flippin' World War II happens. But it's a good thing that we do have these new armored cars, because it doesn't mean that our troops can't be pierced, but it will mean that this armored car unit will actually hurt a lot more. Unfortunately, our troops all have good piercing, so the enemy's troops is probably going to have good piercing, which means the armored cars, just kind of like in real life, just aren't going to be effective enough to be a very useful tool on the battlefield, because they're just not going to have enough armor to be like invincible. Having 3 armored cars is really good. But this does mean that they will have more soft attack, I think. I know it means they have more hard attack. Let me see. The main difference is the actual breakthrough and the soft attack. And their hardness, so they will take less soft attack, which will be very, very useful. And they'll be faster. Oh my goodness. They'll be faster and do more damage and take less damage, even if they do take technically more damage. Or the same amount of damage. Okay, that's really good, actually. That is really good, actually. They're about to go down in a lot of hardness. Giggity. Let's see, how long has this been going on for? I think I'll go on for about 20 more minutes. I think we'll get to the start of the war. Oh. That's interesting. The British, or the flippin', the naval, I'm sorry, I was reading that and it just got stuck in my head. Explosion trigger, hard attack, plus 15%. I'm not too sure if everybody else will be the 5th. We have the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd, and the 5th. 4th and the 5th here. Oh, this has all of its light artillery equipment in it, doesn't it? It does. Alright, we'll take the 4th, and we'll switch this one to the copy of the cavalry division. And we'll just keep it that way. So before this war starts... Alright, so we're gonna do this. Still can't convert guns over. That's rather unfortunate. Okay, so what type of guns do we have in storage right now? We have 300 Murata rifles still in storage, but what I think I can do to kind of use them without... They still got civilian oversight, that's pretty good. Where is the Sankaku Islands? Oh, right there. That's interesting. I always thought that was part of, okay. So yeah, these still only use very, very little production with only 100 manpower per suppression, which is really good compared to everybody else. Which literally means we only need $1.2. Okay. 1.5 thousand times 0.12. How many is that? Somebody do that math really quickly in their head, because I can't. But that's why I have a calculator. Excuse me? Okay. I'm doing math. 0.5 times 0.12 times it by 1,000. Get 180 soldiers right now. Only using 180 soldiers versus trying to use like flipping thousands. That's gonna be very useful. So let me see what type of guns are we using right now. 18 Murata rifles. Yeah. I'm gonna make sure that fudge. Let me have it. Ah. I'm gonna make sure that that's the only thing they can use. The only thing that they can use. They're not allowed to use any of these newer rifles. Any of them. They're stuck with these old rifles. Because they will still kill. They still work, they do their job. That's all you should need. So we do have a rather powerful unit here, but it's not going to be that... It's not going to be that good. We have this thing here. I might be able to get away with trying to produce another one. Let me see. We are still pumping this guy out. I think we'll take 3 of these, and then we'll try training one of these guys. Just one. So as we do this, I'm going to take these 5 units and move them into an enemy army. What's this? Bearer of artillery. Alright. Yeah, no, we can't play that one. I did not realize what was going on there. Do we have no cavalry? We have no cavalry. No cavalry whatsoever. That's interesting. If I promote this guy, he will maybe gain artillery instead of flipping anything else. Ugh. That's not cool. Alright. So what you're gonna probably do, lad, is probably try to invade Vladivostok. Hopefully the supply is working well there. Oh, we might be going to war. I will definitely send in my cav. I thought we took the decision to ally them. Guess not. We did get that naval. Dawn of a new century era. I see. World War I era. Alright, I see. Regional power. Rising power. Great power. Oh. I saw that. They actually did break out of it. Alright. Hey, you guys. Train. Buying new innovations. We do indeed just gain a research slot. I might take this for the extra research slot. We don't really need it, but... Navy. Submarine attack. Screen attack. Go ahead. We will go ahead and we will switch over to cavalry. We do have a fair amount of cavalry. Yeah, see, 200 days to research and it's only like a year ahead of time. That's not good. Seaplane carriers. We forgot that. Can do more ships if we really wanted to. Aircraft might be worth it. Not super worth it, but it might be worth it. These are going to be worth it. Specifically this one. specifically this one. So we are going to research these submarines basically right as the war begins. We're going to start pumping them out during the war. So that sounds fun. I don't know what this does, so I'm not going to click it until I'm kind of ready for it. Matter of fact, it will probably be the next episode. So make sure you join in next time for kicking off this good war right here. We do have 10% world tension, interestingly enough. So that's probably unlocked a few things for us to be able to do. And it does affect our stability. We do gain a bunch of flipping. Okay, here we go. Got an explosion trigger. We might want to get guns ahead of time because it's actually, again, not bad in terms of years. But we do want this. Breakthrough, attack, speed, and all that nonsense. So let's see. What are you missing? Light artillery equipment and support equipment. Excuse me? I better not see this number. Okay. I was concerned. We do have quite a few horse-drawn carriages, which I believe is supposed to be motorized. We do need just a few armored cars, so we shouldn't ever actually drop. They aren't winning this war. The rebels might actually win this one. As long as they don't navally invade here. Probably only have one. To be fairly honest, yeah, I was about to say they probably have a fair amount of research going on, but not really. Meanwhile, these guys definitely do. They have everything. They still don't have any air force. They have a large fleet. Larger than mine, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yeah. We don't have the numbers advantage. At all. So we have more bigger ships than them. So, yeah. We should do okay. And we do actually have a submarine fleet that they can't do anything about, so it should be fine as well. Oh, finally. Yeah, that's right. We just want one here. We have like 3 more here. I didn't actually count the numbers for that. That's 9? I don't like that number. I don't like that number. And then as we get equipment, we will go ahead and recruit and change these into the more advanced designs. I think. Which one is which? Okay, so I'm pretty sure I know which one is which here. Pretty sure that this is the more advanced and better design. But I'll just take a look at it just to make sure that I'm making an educated decision. They both have the same weight. This one's harder to supply because it needs more resources, though. Technically speaking. Soft attack, hard attack, better in attacking, worse in defense. That's interesting. This one's better in defense. Better in breakthrough, so it does more damage, but it can't hold on as much, technically speaking. Like, at all. It's slower by a little bit. Very, very little bit. And it has more piercing. It's slightly fatter, so it's technically worse in that aspect. Let's see. It's worse organization, so it can do more damage, but it won't last as long. It's more vulnerable. This one's less vulnerable, but it does less damage, so it's more defensive. Again, it's not heavier in supply, but it does use more supplies. It's slightly less reliable, so it will lose more equipment. And that's all that's really important with it. No, it's not all that's really important with it. So the one with the motorized is technically slightly harder, because it does have like carriages that are like made of wood. So technically, they are protected from bullets a little bit more. So they do take 2% less soft attack damage, which is not a lot, but that might actually play a special role in them being more vulnerable, but taking less damage and dealing more damage, which is rather interesting, if you ask me. Any of these guys. Yeah, I heard there's a party. These guys, heavier, they use fuel, so they're way harder to supply. Way harder to supply. But they deal more damage than both of them. They don't last as long as either of them on the battlefield, but they deal way more damage. So this one might actually be a very good compromise between the two. It cannot defend at all. There's terrible defense, but its breakthrough is crazy. Crazy breakthrough for this time and era. It actually has armor, something that most things do not here at all. So that's pretty good. Mind you, it can be pierced by just about anything, so it's not even really impressive, but having armor is probably really, like, important right now. So is entrenchment, only 10 combat width, which is really important. 10 combat width means that, like, it's actually better than this thing right here. Way less reliability, so not too sure what to really do about that. Prototypes. Okay. It actually has reconnaissance, something that these do not. So that's really important as well. Throwing in an armored car unit might actually help everybody else to keep their reconnaissance, even though cavalry is supposed to be reconnaissance. But I guess that's something I have to unlock later or something. So that's really interesting. I like these guys a lot. I like this little army I have. I might start training normal units later. 2 out of 2. You're going over here, bro. You're training as well. Make sure you train. So we're going to be needing a few field guns from the looks of it. Field guns are going to be not... They're going to be in short supply, basically. Infantry equipment, even so early on, is just going to be very secured. With that being said and out of the way, I will go ahead and train... I'll get rid of these. These are not that useful. Up to date again. Democracy in name only. Let me see, what are we all researching? Navy, Army, Is there anything back here we can really research? We're already researching something back here. Ooh, we can get new motorized. More reliable. Faster. And it uses fuel. That's important to note. That's really important to note. Okay. I think what we'll do here is as soon as this gets finished, because it's literally 3 days, we'll just hop onto this thing. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to research railroad construction, just because. We do have free dockyards again. So we have more than enough trains. I think it's the flipping the armored trains that are mostly being put into storage, which is pretty nice. More than enough motorized, so we can start actually motorizing our supply lines, and I will start doing that soonish. A bunch of guns again. It's always nice to have. So these new naval guns should not be, seen. They're not even seen here. They're not even a thing in these new units. Instead, it's the Type 30 carbine, which is still fairly new. It's only a couple of years old, so yeah, it's pretty new. Type 30 carbine. So yeah, the naval carbine is being used in these more or less special forces cavalry units. And this super advanced armored car unit, which we'll try to treat like light tanks, but more than likely will not end up behaving like light tanks. God bless. I think what we'll do is we'll end this off clicking this and clicking this button and seeing what happens. Nothing. That's cool. That is cool for me. I would like this to do almost nothing, because I've completely forgot that, yeah, we have a navy that we should do something with. So this will be on Strike Force, mostly participating up in the north-ish areas, definitely in the Mariana region. I don't see, okay, we should actually go into the sea, and it's over here. Is these Russians? Who's this? Germans. Okay, never mind. It's like, if that's Russians, I'm totally taking it. So, with that, we should have more or less naval superiority over the region. Who needs them? Probably not these guys. I will try to update this fleet little by little. Probably not patrol, but convoy escorting with both of these. And then this third one, 2. There you go. I don't know what this is. This is avoiding it. This is war. I love how I said, I don't know what this is, and then proceed to describe exactly what it is. So let's see. We do indeed have other things to switch it to. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to refit those two. And then as we're doing that, we're going to take these into minor fleets here. Like so. And they're all going to patrol. Yep. No! You're joking. The French joined? Yeah, we're gonna end it off right here on a cliffhanger. If you liked the video, please throw in a like. If you what else? I'm thrown off by a couple different things, mainly the French joining in, and that's gonna be annoying, isn't it? Isn't it? Because the French don't have a navy. I'm kidding. That's the French Indochina. French Indochina, of course, does not have a navy, but the French do have a navy. It's smaller than mine, but it has more battleships. Oh my goodness. We would maybe get swiped by them. But I do have better battleships than them, for the most part. Where are they at war with? Oh, they're still at war with the British. What? Why? How? When? Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end it off here. Like the video if you like the video. If you like content like this, check out the channel and consider subscribing. That's cool. But most importantly, have a great day, and I will see you all next time.